Welcome to Mercedes, another off the beaten track cities in Uruguay, and I am only here for 14 hours. Now it is coming up to 6 o'clock at night. I got here about an hour ago, and two reasons why I'm only here for 14 hours is the last place I was at, Fray Bentos, which is a 30-minute drive only by bus. It's Sunday, and I didn't realise they had Sunday timings for buses. I assumed the list that was given at the bus station was for all the week, but there's only two buses coming here, and one in the morning, one in the evening, so I could only get the evening one. I leave tomorrow morning. I was hoping to leave about lunchtime, but there is only one bus a day going to the next place which I'm going to, which is Colonia. "14 hours. So I've basically just dropped my stuff off. It's a hotel that I'm staying in. I would have stayed a bit longer, but it's £35 a night, and that is the cheapest. So I can't stay here for more than one night. That's hit my £25 a day budget big time. Now, the place I'm staying in, the accommodation, it says it's a hotel, but it's more like a big house with 5 rooms. And the guy himself who runs the place asked for cash only, wouldn't take my card, which is a bit dodgy because using foreign cards you get a discount in Uruguay. And when I tried to explain it to him, he went, nope, cash only. So I come down here to find an ATM. Thank God for Santander. So where am I right now? I'm in the Independence Square, and I did see that next door to Santander, the Irish house, but there's nothing in there. So already this place feels bigger than Fray Bentos, more modern, and the reason for that is this is the capital of the state, so there's more governmental buildings, etc. And I'm going to try and walk from the Independence Square down towards the Rambla, the promenade by the river, and hopefully see a bit of the sunset. So what do I know about this place? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, apart from it's the state capital. And that's it. Voilà. So basically I'm just going to have a walk around, see what I can see. When the bus turned up at the bus station, there is a big shopping centre, which on a Sunday, because we came in for about 5 o'clock, it was still open. So many people shopping, which compared to Fray Bentos, it was dead. So there's the church, cathedral. It's a city, so it must be a cathedral. Oh, that's quite impressive. Twin towers. Obviously the gates are closed, so I can't get in. Because it's the Independence Square and the centre, you'll find that all the locals are just coming down just to chill out. Now, for some reason in the Independence Square, there's some guy with a big speaker decided to put some Latin music full blast, and some of the locals started tapping their feet. They bought their own deck chairs. Now that was one of the places I was going to stay at, but that was really expensive. Hola. So this heads towards the Rambla. We'll have a wander along there. Now there's an island down here which is meant to be amazing. Mercedes English House. We prepare for Cambridge English qualifications. That could be handy for me. So it looks like they've kept all the original buildings from way back when. Buenas.
Hola, hola.
And if there was cheaper accommodation, then I would probably stay for another day. When I got to the bus station here, I did, just to verify the times of the buses, and when he said there's just one a day, I said I wouldn't buy a ticket there and then, just in case I slept in and needed to stay a bit longer. Right, oh, you can see the river from here. So the river is just over there. And there's more people with deck chairs just sitting on the side of the road. Is that a thing round here? God, the streets are really wide. Leaving the park just here is beautiful. Right, let's get into the Rambla. So why come to Mercedes? Well, I've had a few subscribers that told me that I need to come here, so I did. So obviously I've been to Wikipedia, which is the font of all knowledge for anything, and even that's a bit slim on things to tell me about this place. So this is the 10th biggest city in Uruguay, founded in 1788, and it is an important centre of tourism, commerce, with a commercial port. Main industries is agricultural, dairy products, paper manufacturing, and industrial activities. And that's about it. But there's a beach. And people still got lots of dock chairs. Those of them over there. Some of them houses look beautiful. Let's have a little wander down. So there is an island that you can walk onto, which obviously I'm going to do. Now the big problem I've got at the moment is the fact that I last ate about 2 o'clock this afternoon. I went to a bakery, got some pastries, because the hotel I was staying in there didn't have a restaurant or anything. Sunday most places were closed, and now my stomach is rumbling a bit. The hotel I'm in, doesn't have a kitchen or anything like that, so I am going to have to go to a supermarket and get some food. This looks beautiful. So coming off the main road, you've got a bridge going across to an island where I've read that it's mainly used for bird watching, wildlife, and this is the Rio Negro. plenty of people in the water. You can see the sun is starting to come down. And you probably can't see it on camera, but oh my god, that is bright. But it's beautiful around here. And because of the time factor, it wasn't worth going towards right into the centre where the shopping centre was. Not a lot to see apart from residential areas. There was like a shopping area. Could have seen that. Well, there's a marina over there. Some posh boats. And even over here they're swimming as well. Right. So this island, when you look on the map, it's only very thin, slim, but long. It's big enough for a car park. It's quite cool around here. There are various picnic tables. You've got a lot of families going around the edge and they're having picnics, fishing. I like this place. So I walked a bit further down. Oh, there's a cafe there. And this leads on to a campsite. So it is used by tourists coming here to relax. And I've had a little dig around online just to find anything out about this place. So General Artigas, who's Uruguay's national hero, started an independence movement here in 1811. And he said at the time, the country of Uruguay will be born here. Maybe he was right. I think we're getting towards the campsite now. I mean, there's cars still coming up. I think they're coming for the sunset. Yeah, there's a few tents over there. Right, let's go and find something else to look at off the island. Come back on the mainland and you get a feeling that this is very touristy. A place where people in Montevideo would come to get away from the capital. I mean, it's a 4-hour drive to get here. Was 4-hour bus ride. I mean, there's a lot of old buildings like that one over there, a lot of modern buildings down there, so many statues going down. Looks like sporting heroes. Someone's camping. That's not the camping site. This is the marina down here. Oh, that sun is strong. So this is Mercedes Port. You got lots of stuff to go and look at, like central, cultural. And even though it's a port, there's only a few boats. So let's head towards the cultural centre. It's probably where I was before. So where the port is the end of the Rambla, the promenade, and this road that goes down there leads to a small airport, but it's listed as international, and there's a zoo that way. But I am following the signs towards the cultural centre. There's a big, massive skate park for the kids. Oh, there's nothing online to say what this is, but Mercedes is famous for having an international jazz festival once a year. So there you go, Monumento Jazz Alegria. Oh, Puerto de Mercedes, so this part of the port. Oh well. So I'm walking up the streets, the back streets of Mercedes. Oh, nearly fell over. And according to the map, if I turn around the corner, there will be stuff to see. Now the reason I didn't go for anything to eat on the island is I have had so much bad food over the last 3 or 4 days. Pastries galore, only because it was cheap, and I've had no kitchens to cook in. So I've decided that I need to go to the supermarket to eat some fruit, vegetables. So I'm going to go a bit crazy with some freshness, get some vitamin into me. It's not very cultural, if this is what the sign is leading me to. So on this street you've got a Hogar Español, which is a Spanish home, and this would have been a community centre for the Spanish immigrants. And when you go along the wall, you've got the story of the immigration of Spanish coming here. So you've got the flamenco dancing, you've got the bullfighting, somebody playing the bagpipes. Wow. And I know it's not bagpipes, that's Scottish, but the Spanish version. I'm just walking along the street, and there is so many buildings, like this one here, right at the very top. It's got a date of 1903. Beautiful building, but nothing online to see what it is in any of the maps or anything. Oh, there's a horse. Hello. Wow, wouldn't expect to see a horse going to the shop. Right, I've come back to Independence Square. There's a lot more horses than there was before. Well, there was none before. And look at the amount of people compared to what was at the start. Now the sun is starting to come down. I should have stayed down at the riverbank. Oh wow! There's little baby ponies. And there's even more horses over there. Now I will be seeing a lot more sunsets over the next 4.5 months of travelling, so one by a riverbank is not going to be especially missed. But it's been an interesting couple of hours walking around. I've thoroughly enjoyed Mercedes. It's been a short trip. I wish I could stay a bit longer, but money is getting tighter, and staying here for a bit longer would really affect me. But if you've enjoyed this video, then all you've got to do is press that like button, just can get close to these horses. And if you want to see where I'm going next, which is Colonia del Sacramento, then all you got to do is press the subscribe button. But until the next time, I'm about to take some pictures of the horses. Bye bye.